My name's Caitlin, and today I'm going to be informing my audience on gun control laws, and now they're going to introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Raven. Hi, I'm Lauren.
Hi, I'm Harley.
So today I've already given them a handout on what is up here on the whiteboard on what I'm going to discuss: the Federal Firearms Act of 1938, the Gun Control Act of 1938, the National Firearms Act of 1934, the Firearm Owners Protection Act of 1986, the Brady Handgun Violence Prevention Act of 1993, the Law Enforcement Officers Safety Act of 2004, and the Protection of Lawful Commerce in Arms Act of 2005. So I'm going to start with number 1, the Federal Firearms of 1938. It requires that gun manufacturers, importers, and person in the selling of firearms have a federal firearms license, and it prohibits the transfer of firearms to certain classes of people, such as convicted felons. The Gun Control Act of 1938, it focuses primarily on regulating interstate commerce in firearms by generally prohibiting interstate firearms transfers among licensed manufacturers, dealers, and importers. The National Firearms Act of 1934, it taxes the manufacture and transfer of and mandates the regulation of Title II weapons such as machine guns and short-barreled rifles and shotguns. Number 4, Firearm Owners Protection Act of 1986, it revised and partially repealed the Gun Control Act of 1938. It prohibited the sale to civilians of automatic firearms manufactured after the date of law's passage. Number 5, Brady Handgun Violence Prevention Act of 1993. It is a United States law which protects firearms manufacturers from being held liable when crimes have been committed with their procedures or firearms. The Law Enforcement Officers Safety Act of 2004 requires background checks on most firearms purchases. The Protection of Lawful Commerce in Arms Act of 2005 granted law enforcement officers and former law enforcement officers the right to carry a concealed firearm in any jurisdiction in the United States. And that is all the gun control laws that I have to discuss, and that is the end of my speech.